Fruit is an enjoyable way to get micronutrients and a touch of sweetness into your diet. However, all fruits contain carbohydrates. So if you are a low-carb or keto dieter, mindlessly grabbing a fruit snack whenever the desire hits will work against your overall goal. This video shares 3 ways to enjoy fruit on a low-carb diet without the high-carb consequences. How much fruit you can consume on a low-carb diet is determined by your body's carbohydrate tolerance. That tolerance is unique to every individual and depends on factors such as age, activity level, past health and diet history, and genetics. These factors impact how sensitive your cells are to insulin and therefore how many carbohydrates your body can tolerate. Also, as you know, there are many different types of fruit. Fruits vary in sugar, carbohydrate, and fiber content, making some fruits better choices than others. I have a video that lists low-carb fruit options from best to worst. I'll point you to that video if you'd like to see it. But for this video, let's focus on the best ways to consume fruit so you can enjoy it worry-free. The best first step is to change how you look at fruit. You'll find it beneficial to think of fruit as a flavor enhancer, not a snack. By doing this, you enjoy the natural sweetness of fruit in naturally smaller quantities. So instead of grabbing a whole apple or a mandarin orange as a snack, add slices of these fruits to a salad. Fold a few chunks of apple into tuna or chicken salad. Place slices of lemon in water or unsweetened hot or iced tea, or mix frozen berries into plain yogurt. It's easy to use the fruits I just mentioned in small quantities. With frozen berries, you simply grab what you need and stick the bag back in the freezer. I add a few apple slices to my daily salad, then wrap up the leftover apple, stick it back in the refrigerator, and use it in tomorrow's salad. You can do the same with a mandarin orange or a lemon. Just know yourself with certain fruit choices. For instance, 2 or 3 grapes will add a lot of sweetness to a recipe, but leftover grapes sitting in the refrigerator are tempting, so take that into consideration. With that in mind, by using this simple trick of rethinking how you consume fruit, making it a flavor enhancer rather than a snack, you'll naturally keep your daily carbohydrate intake in check. And before we move on, let's look at snacking. Snacking can be done to satisfy true hunger, but it's not unusual to want to snack for other reasons, such as boredom, stress, or habit. For those moments, consider skipping the calories and carbs of fruit and having one of my favorite snack disruptors, LMNT. LMNT is an electrolyte supplement that replaces sodium, potassium, and magnesium that I lose through sweat and through sustained low insulin levels. If you follow a low-carb or keto diet, your blood insulin levels will be low. That has benefits, including easier fat loss, but it also causes the kidneys to flush out water and electrolytes. LMNT is an enjoyable way to replenish lost electrolytes. It comes in these convenient sticks and in different flavors. I take advantage of the variety throughout the day, adding chocolate element to my post-workout smoothie and the fruit flavors to a glass of seltzer after or between meals. LMNT allows me to stop eating when I am full and comfortably avoid snacking out of boredom, stress, or habit. If you would like to try LMNT, you can use my link, drinklmnt.com/Dr. Becky, to get a free sample pack with any purchase so you can try 8 of their flavors. Now, back to fruit. When fruit is used as a flavor enhancer, it is mixed with other nutrients from the meal, which, with the right foods, blunts the rise of blood sugar and insulin. This mixing of nutrients leads us to our next way to consume fruit on a low-carb diet, namely eat fruit second, not first. It is normal for your blood sugar or blood glucose level to rise following a meal, but if you have insulin resistance, prediabetes or diabetes, or you just want to keep insulin levels low to make it easier for your body to burn fat, you want to eat in a way that minimizes the post-meal blood sugar and insulin rise. In a recent video, I highlighted a study on food order and insulin sensitivity. The study involved people with type 2 diabetes and found that the order of eating the main nutrients of a meal significantly affected their blood glucose and insulin response. Specifically, the most favorable response came when the participants ate protein, fat, and non-starchy vegetables before quick digesting carbs. In the study, that meant eating chicken, salad, and broccoli with butter, then 15 minutes later, eating bread and drinking orange juice. I have a link to the video in the description area if you'd like the full story, but what we can take away from this study and use in real life is that you will get the most favorable response when you consume fruit after you've filled your stomach with slow digesting foods like protein, fat, and non-starchy vegetables. In other words, eat fruit second, not first, or as a dessert, not an appetizer, and you will blunt the rise of insulin that makes fat loss harder. Now, before you start typing your comment, I did take some liberty here by talking about eating fruit rather than drinking fruit juice as was done in the study. Whole fruit contains fiber and nutrients that slow the absorption of the natural sugars, much of which is fructose, which is metabolized differently than glucose. However, I have tested fruit using a CGM, and fruits have a glycemic index. The glycemic index is a rating system that shows how much and how quickly a carbohydrate-containing food raises your blood sugar level. Most whole fruits are low glycemic index foods, but you will still minimize your post-meal blood sugar and insulin rise by having fruit after very low or zero glycemic foods like protein, fat, and non-starchy vegetables, especially if the fruit is mixed with sugar, flour, or other quick digesting carbs, making it more of a dessert, which I am not recommending you do. Now, with that said, whole fruit is the way to go. When fruit is turned into juice, there's little fiber left to slow absorption, so if you do enjoy fruit on your diet, eat it, don't drink it. That don't drink it rule applies to freshly squeezed fruit juice and processed juice with fruit juice concentrate listed as an ingredient. Fruit juice concentrate adds a layer of trouble. It is simply fruit juice without the water. Removing the water makes it easier to transport and store, and also helps to stabilize the juice so it can stay on the shelf longer. However, extracting the water from fruit juice causes two problems for us as consumers. First, the water is often extracted with heat. This heat kills nutrients in the fruit juice. Second, while the water is removed, the sugar content remains. So it is basically a concentrated source of sugar. In fact, if you see fruit juice concentrate on the ingredient list, you should read it as sugar. And to be clear, we're not talking about an insignificant amount of sugar. In fact, a glass of orange juice from concentrate contains almost as much sugar as a regular soda. 8 ounces of soda has 27 grams of sugar, and 8 ounces of orange juice from concentrate has 23 grams. Now, you may be concerned about missing out on vitamins and minerals by cutting back on fruit. However, non-starchy vegetables contain plenty of vitamins and minerals with fewer carbs. Replace fruit with a variety of vegetables and you will not miss out on nutrients. If you want to plan to get started so you're getting the right vegetables into your diet and getting sugar out of it, you can download my 0-1-2-3 strategy. It is a tried and true method for launching a healthy diet. I'll leave a link in the description or more area below this video, or you can go directly to drbeckyfitness.com/free. Adding enjoyment to your diet makes it much easier to stick with it long term. Fruit can be an enjoyable part of your low-carb diet if you look at it as a flavor enhancer rather than a standalone snack. Pair it with slow-digesting nutrients, preferably eating fruit after eating protein, fat, and non-starchy vegetables, and stay away from the juices that concentrate the sugar content and get absorbed too quickly. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family. And before you go, please click the like and subscribe button. Have a great